see if it'll let me. Oh, it says recording. So that's good. Okay, so I was talking with, okay, so the whole purpose of this is to create our Coaching 2020 vision. So it's 2020, it's a new year. We all kind of ended 2019 not the greatest. Maybe not all of us. I'll say I didn't. In the right headspace. I wasn't in the right mindset. I didn't really plow through December. I'm going to ramp up so that January is this awesome thing. It was all kind of just I don't know. I felt it from everybody. We all distanced ourselves from each other. We all maybe stopped posting in our groups as much. We all, it was just it's very evident that we all weren't really feeling it. And I was talking with Caitlin the other night, and we were trying to figure out why. Why are we all feeling kind of the same thing where we're just kind of meh, coaching. We're a Beachbody coach. I'm still doing my workouts, but I don't really feel the passion in it or the joy from it anymore, and I'm not really sure why. So our goal today is to get that back and to start climbing back up that hill, because it's a brand new year, which is helpful because it kind of creates this clean slate and this opportunity to create more goals and revisit our why and just kind of overall get our mojo back. So I have some things that I gained from, it's actually from Kim Fitzpatrick, who, if you don't know her as a coach, she's amazing, and so is her husband. Her husband's the one that had the heart attack this year, and she did compressions. He was gone for 8 minutes, and she brought him back. It's a crazy story, but she did a vision board type of training for her team, and so I just kind of stole some of the things from hers, and I'm just gonna make it my own and make it our stuff. So I see lots of you have notebooks, which is exciting. I know, Lacey, I'm so proud of you. Oh, yay, yay, yay. And if you guys have I don't know, eventually you're going to probably need sticky notes or something to paste these things all over your house. Okay. So one of the things that I want us all to have is kind of this clear vision of where we want to go with our coaching, but I want it to be closely related, obviously, to where we want to go in our lives. I think what happened is we kind of set these goals, and I have a vision board. I stare at it every day as I work out. And up on that vision board, it says 5-star with 5 stars drawn in Sharpie and outlined in this cute little marker. And then it says elite down the side. And I'm I look at it every day, but I'm not really doing the things that will get me there. Nor does it doesn't have right underneath it why I want to be 5-star. There's nothing attached to it. It's just this thing I'm shooting for because Beachbody says I should, or somebody said Marissa's shooting for it, so maybe I should too. And we're shooting for these goals, but we're not attaching anything to it. So maybe Lacey said she wants to walk across that stage, but why? And she wants to get Dak to diamond. So why? So we want to really dig deeper today, and hopefully I can do it quickly so that we don't run over time because I want to get you guys in and get you guys out. But I want you guys to stop and just think about backing up, erase aside from Beachbody, what is the thing in your head right now that's gonna bring you joy? And not just pardon me, not just happy, like, oh, I'm happy, or like, oh, I'm glad. Like, no, it needs to be joy, like pure joy. You are happy, you are zen, you are this, you are that, like whatever it is. I want you guys to picture what brings you joy and write that down if you have a notebook. So for me, joy is like sitting on a beach. There's nobody on the beach. It's not like a crowded New Jersey beach. Sorry, Tim. But it's like this. He's from New Jersey. But it's this quiet beach, and it is like I am sitting in my chair, not the kind of chair that like has the iron thing that like sits on right on your butt, like it's uncomfortable, but like a really comfy chair. And I have a drink in my hand, and I've got a book, and I'm listening to the waves, and like maybe my kids are playing over here because they're super independent kids, and they can just like play without fighting. Remember joy. Remember? Yeah. Okay. So they're just over there playing by themselves, and Tim is right next to me, and maybe like my mom is with me because I can afford to like bring my mom on my trip with me. And oh, and did I mention that like my house is right there, like behind me? That's my house. Do you see it? You see my house, my beach house right there? So yeah, we spend all summer there, and then we come back to Pennsylvania. No, we spent all winter there. Yeah, because I don't want to be here in winter. Anyway, so like those are the things that would bring me like joy beyond belief. Like my mom is with me, my family's with me, my kids are all playing together. Like I can afford to like JC and her almost husband, like everybody's families can just come to our house, and it's going to bring me this joy. And it's not because it's like an expensive beach house, but it's because that's like where my soul is like happy and relaxed. And I want you to write that down. Not mine. I want you to write down your joy. If your joy is sitting on your back porch with a hot cup of coffee, if your joy is in the mountains, if your joy is riding in your Jeep across country, if your joy is whatever it is, like write that down. Now, we need to figure out how Beachbody can get us there. So that might be like what your joy is, but how can Beachbody help us get there? So we know that obviously we're in this business to help people. I loved the thing that Sharon posted in Perfect Strangers that was like, now I'm blanking on it, but it was like, be somebody's like reason to push forward was the general gist, I think, of it. But it was like, I forget what the three things were, but anyway, that's obviously our main goal, but we also are here to make money. And I am like I will be the first person to tell you that like I am in this because I want to help people. My very first sticky note that I wrote was something that Carl told me when I first became a coach. It said, help people. So I wrote that on a sticky note, but you know what was right next to that? Make money. Like maybe help people was like a little bit higher, but like I also really wanted to make money. Thanks, Dak. I also really wanted to make money. I wanted to be able to help my family financially. I wanted to, at the time, I wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. I wanted to leave teaching. I wanted to find a way to do all of those things. So your why, we know what our joy is. We know what our goals are, but we want to know like why. What drives us towards that goal that we set? So maybe you want to walk across the stage at Summit as a 3-star diamond coach or whatever. But why? What does that really mean to you? And a lot of the things that we are going to write down today, I want you to write down Beachbody goals, but I also want you to write down like life goals. Like why are, at the end of your life, how are you going to be remembered? And Tim and I always talk about this, like, at our funerals, like we've had a lot of loss in our life. So like, it's normal for us to talk about our own funerals. I don't know if that's weird for you guys, but like we've had a lot of loss in our life, and like I don't know. Anyway, so we're like at our funeral, we just want people to be like, man, Molly, she was such a good person. You know how like you go to a funeral and you're like, they're just such a good person. They were just such a good person. they were like the best, they like gave everything they could, and they like that's what I want. I don't want people to be like, wow, she taught for 75 years and she got teacher of the year 6 times, and she like, yes, those are good things, but you also want to be like, she cared about every single student that she met, and she, whatever, like she helped me overcome this, or she was just like, anytime that you needed her, she was there. And so like at the end of your life, how are you going to be remembered? What do you give back to people? All of those things. What things will they say were the most important to you? Are they going to say that you put, it was funny, she mentioned something that like she just recently went to a funeral, and she said all these people that of the person that they worked with, that person stood up, and not one of them said anything about their work. Maybe their work is important to them, but they said things about their character, or they said things about like what that person was like. And I just want you to think about that. Like at the end of our lives, how are we going to be remembered spending this time on earth, whatever you believe in the afterlife, like, but on earth, what do you want to be remembered as? So I want you to think of 5 things that you want. 5 things that you want. So that could be like financial freedom. That could be, paying off all your debt. That could be more time with your kids or family. That could be more vacation time. That could be a thriving marriage. That could be a new house. That could be whatever it is. Just think of 5 things. If you think of more than 5, cool. If you think of less than 5, whatever. Like just try to think of 5 things that you really, really want. And this is the time to be selfish. This is not the time to think of what your kids want, even though they may be connected. Just saying, or future kids. 5 things that you want. And then I want you to think about why you want them. So one of my goals for last year was to pay off debt. So Tim and I went to this Financial Peace University class through our church. I went to a lot of them by myself because he was traveling, but we like adopted, what's his name? This guy. What's his name? Dave Ramsey. Like it's right here. We adopted like a lot of his ideas and things like that. And now there's dust flying everywhere. Great. But we like snowballed our debt, and we have a savings, and like we try to do all of these steps, but really it wasn't about like what that paying off that debt would do. It was the opposite. So financial freedom, what's the opposite of financial freedom is financial stress. Like it brings stress, it causes fights, you lose sleep. Like the opposite of that goal is not what we want. So you can think about the joy that it'll bring, but also like what's going to force you to get out of that debt or move towards whatever that goal is. So more vacation time, it's going to fill my cup. It's going to, I'm going to be able to be with my loved ones without worrying about like stuff at home. I'm going to be able to see more of the world that I want to see. These things that you are dreaming of and picturing in your mind, when you really, really like lay it all out, it should really make you like tear up and maybe even be a little pissed off if you don't achieve it, or like, pissed off at like the stress that it would cause or whatever. Make you fired up, right? And my Moose just opened the door, so hang on. Go. Okay. Beautiful, right? Beautiful coffee. Moose, you just want to be down here with me? Just keeps opening the door. Anyway, so I want you to dream big, like a 4-year-old, like a 3-year-old. For a 3-year-old that says, like, I want to be Superwoman. You don't say, nope, you can't be Superwoman. Or if your kid says, I want to be a basketball star, you're not like, nope, sorry, never going to happen. If you're dreaming big, you're dreaming like there are no boundaries. There are no rules. There are no exceptions. There's no, yeah, but there's none of that. It's all like you're dreaming huge. You're dreaming like, this is the vision that I have for my life, and I'm going to make it happen somehow. And I know right now in your head, there's already a but. You're already right. Like you wrote down those 5 things and you're like, I want this. I want to be this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And in the back of your head, you're like, yeah, but I don't really have time. Yeah, but I don't have like that it factor. Yeah, but I got to research a lot of stuff. And if I want to do that, I don't really have time to do that. Yeah, but like, kids, man. Right? And you're already like creating that but. So I want you to, whatever that but is, whatever your limiting belief is, I want you to write it down. Whatever that, yeah, but like that mean girl in the back of your head that's like, yeah, but like, really, can I do it? Really, am I going to walk across the stage? I said I was going to do it last year and I didn't. So like, what is that thing that's like your limiting belief or your but statement is what I like to, is what I wrote down on my paper. What's your but statement? All right, now you have your but statement. Now I want you to write a contrasting statement, the opposite of that. So maybe it should start with like I am, because you want to project it as if it is how you are, or whatever the opposite of that is. So if you say, like, for me, it's like, I don't have time because like Tim's traveling a lot and I'm just tired of being like, whenever he's gone, like I have to be like a single parent and like I'm really tired at the end of the day. And then Emma doesn't sleep through the night. So like I'm really tired in the morning. So I can't wake up on time to get my workout done or my work done. So I'm just like, I just don't have any time. And then I rewrite that as like, I am productive with the time that I have. I am motivated to finish all of my work before whatever time. Or I am a morning person. I gotta work on that one still. So like whatever it is, like the opposite of that, what's your I am statement? That's going to be on another sticky note whenever you guys get the chance. Like I am a positive Polly. I am I don't know. I am thriving at work. I am a leader in my area of strength. I am whatever. Whatever your I am statement is. Okay. And then there is obviously there was one part in the training where she had everybody like close their eyes and she like played some music, and I'm not going to do that today. But I want you guys to really think about like we're making goals for this year, but I also want you to think of like 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Who's with you? Where are you? What city do you live in? How often do you vacation? What are you wearing? Where do you shop? Where, I don't know, who does your hair and makeup? Do you have somebody do that for you when you go on trips? I would love that. Who, whatever it is, like, I want you to really try to visualize that. And these goals that you're setting should be attached to that. They're going to help us get there. Does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so. So for some of you, this is like not new. This is not like, I didn't just give you like the answers for, is this 2 years from now? This is 2 years from now? What? You're like, what are you writing down? It could be for this year. You could write a goal. You could write a 3-year goal. You could write a 5-year goal. You could write a 10-year goal. You know, that's up to you. Whatever you want to write down. So we need to do some soul work, as Kim Fitzpatrick calls it. And we need to really think about, what does it mean in order for us to live unapologetically? If we want to achieve these goals, if we want to do this, what does that mean for us? Does that mean, like Lacey this morning said, I am putting Beachbody as a priority, so you will watch Thea. I'm going downstairs. Don't bother me. That was me this morning telling Tim, like, nope, Emma needs to watch TV upstairs because in 7 minutes I'm starting. Just like whether it's like being on social media as yourself, it's talking to people about this more, it's whatever it is, you need to be unapologetically you. What are the first steps you need to do to start becoming who you are needed to be? So maybe you're like, yeah, I want to be a 5-star diamond coach. Well, cool, but like, that's going to require some research and some trainings and some like things that you got to put into action. So what research do you need to do? What do you need to stop procrastinating on? That is me, 1,000%. What lies are you telling yourself? I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I don't have time. What else? Nobody wants to listen to me. Nobody wants me to be their coach. Nobody, everybody thinks this is too expensive. What else? My challenge groups aren't fun. Like, these are all like lies that we are telling ourselves that are stopping us from becoming or reaching any of these goals. So I want these to be your goals. Yes, imposter monster. I want you to write these goals down. I want you to really like take some time listing them. The other day I just started writing like a bajillion down, and now I'm like, I literally just opened in the middle of my book and started writing stuff down. So now I can't find it. But it can be as many goals as you want, but I would really say try to pick like 3 main ones, so that every day you're, at the end of the day, you're asking yourself, like, did I move closer to my 3 goals? Am I more sane? Am I oh my God, he's coughing. If you want to hit Success Club every month, well, what does that mean? Why? If you want to hit Diamond, why? If you want to go on the Success Club trip, what does that look like for you? If you want to go to Summit, Or how many events do you want to go through for each year? You know, we have to be able to imagine that version of ourselves. Like, I see her. You know who she is? 80-Day Obsession Molly. 80-Day Obsession Molly, not like even like how I looked, but 80-Day Obsession Molly was like driven, and she was on it. She had bomb challenge groups. She was on calls like this all the time. She was up at 4:15 or something like that to eat my first meal because I did time nutrition. You know what I mean? Like, that's like all in that I am starting this year. I am going all in on Bar Blend. I am going all in on Ultimate Portion Fix. I am going all in with leading calls like this. We're going to end in 10 minutes. Thank you very much. I'm going to go all in with attempting this morning routine. Nope. I'm going to go all in with doing my morning routine, not attempting. I'm going to go all in with like I just bought a new little planner, 2020. I'm going to go all in with my devotionals, all in with like, I want to go all in because that version of Molly got lost this year. Maybe not the whole year, but I would say like the end of this year, maybe from like September on, like when kids started back to school, it just kind of was like and crashed at the end. So literally one of my goals says shower and get ready before 10 every day. Like, I need to feel good, right? Like, I need to like shower and like do my hair and maybe put on some mascara or something. Like, I need to whatever. Like, your goals don't have to be these huge, amazing, like hairy, scary goals. And they're also your goals. They're not mine. Like, Marissa the other day on her call was like, I'm going to hit Success Club 40, 30 in my and 10 in my husband's business. And I was like, holy crap, I need to hit 40 Success Club points. And then I was like, well, wait, that's her goal, not mine. That would drive me insane. I do not work the business as fast as she does, and that is okay because that's her goal, not mine. But I also don't want you guys to sell yourself short. I don't want you to say, I can only hit Success Club 5. Like, go for 10. Or if you're like, I'm gonna maybe do this program. No, like, go all in with it. Get kick-ass results. Show those on your social media. Talk about how awesome our groups are, because this VIP group's going to be awesome. And, start building yourself up. Start pumping yourself up in any way that you need to. Ask for the time from your kids, from your husband, from your job, whatever you need to do. Like, make this a priority because you want it. And hopefully if you're on this call, you do want it. And I'm not just like talking to people that are like, maybe I kind of do. No, I know that I've talked to every single one of you about your reasons why you want this and what that means for you. And this year, if you hone in on that vision and getting clear about what you're going to do, in my calendar, I'm going to write down every single Super Saturday. In my calendar, I'm going to write down when Summit is. Like, I'm blocking off these times that in there is also Dex wedding. But like things like that, like I want it to still have like the fun stuff and the vacations or the weekend getaways or whatever. But I also want to make this business a business. I want to say, yes.
Speaking of Super Saturday.
Yes. Where are you going?
No.
Oh.
Veronica and I are hosting.
Yay.
Yeah. So
awesome.
We're excited for that. We were going to extend it to anyone, obviously, who wants to come. It wasn't put on the map, so, but it is going to be that Saturday.
Saturday at what time?
I don't know. 9? I have never hosted one. But I'm in like a Facebook VIP group now So I'm hoping they can give me a direction on what's going on and where we're going. But I think we're going to do a bar blend program or workout since I have access to that. But so anyone can come. It's at the university, so we have a big room, and Veronica got us in for free.
That's awesome. Isn't there a bunch of, not a bunch, but like there's coaches in Troy area?
Oh, no. I'm going
too,
to
right?
extend it to the people we met on the plane in Corning on the way to Summit.
Yeah,
so
nice.
Hopefully they can bring their coaches down. That's like Corning area. So, yeah, I'm hoping we have a good turnout. I don't know. I got to figure out how to promote it a little bit. Not too much because I don't know how many people, you know what I mean? For our first one, I want to kind of like ease in. There was nothing around us. Like I was going to go to Harrisburg because I know Molly was in that group there, and then I saw it was online. So,
what's in Philly or Pittsburgh this time?
Philly is
so far from here,
is Joel,
and that was sold out. Right?
And it's sold out. But you could probably, and Pittsburgh is Amwala, and I would love to go to that, but
DC is Elise, so I might go to that. I don't know.
Is that Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, but it's like in the afternoon. Michael Neiman's going to be there too.
Oh, that'd be a good one to go to.
And somebody else. Andy Kai, maybe?
Oh. I'd love to hear her.
I'm not going to get a VIP ticket. I'm just going to get like a regular ticket, but I still might go.
Is it not sold out?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Well. If I could be on mine at 10.
It doesn't start till 1. I don't think. It's like 1 to 5. It's a weird time. It's different than it ever has been.
Okay. So.
Anywho.
All right. We'll figure that out. Okay. We have 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So does anybody else want to say anything? You got your sticky note. Be intentional. I am intentional. Is that what it said? Yeah, sticky notes all over the place, people, on your fridge. And, you know, the other day, like, Tim and I were sitting with Allie and Emma at dinner on New Year's Eve. And we were like, what do you guys want more of out of 2020? Like, what's your goals? And that was, like, the best conversation, most eye-opening conversation. Like, maybe do that if you have kids, like, or a husband or whatever, like somebody, a person, sit down with them and be like, what do you guys want? Like, here's my goals. Like, I would love to go to Florida for my friend's wedding and at the same time, like, visit Tim's brother. And so, like, we started talking about that and what that would look like and flights and, like, that would be my kid's first flight. And that would be, like, really cool. But I don't know. That's just like something to maybe that might get some of your other goals, your goals, and then family goals. You know what I mean? I don't know. Did anybody take a picture of our beautiful faces? Come on. All right. We'll get together. We're going to do a pic, and I'm going to look not scary. Smile, Sharon. Ah! All right. And then let's do a boomerang. Be silly. Be crazy. I got 2 minutes. I can do this. Okay. Ooh, that's what I look like. You ever do that? You open your phone and it's like, there I am. Okay. I do marks. I got to get all of you guys, though. Set and move. Felicia. That's awesome. Okay. Yay. I will save that. Exciting. Okay. I hope that you guys got maybe something out of this. I hope that we all are going to start. I would love to do these every Saturday. I know that the week is busy for everybody. I would love to do these every Saturday morning just as like a way to, I don't know, get in touch. Next Saturday is Super Saturday, so that might not work next Saturday, but the one after that. Write some goals. I would love to see them. I would love for you to send them to me if you want. Even if I'm not like your direct upline, Dak and Lacey, I'll see them. I'll take a look. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Okay. That's all I got. That's all I got. Anybody else want to talk? We have less than a minute. No? Not even just like a fun dance? Like 2020. Oh, wait. Never mind. We used to do this. I graduated in 2002. And we did this. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to stop recording because that's how that video is going to end. And I love you guys. And we'll talk soon. See ya.